Hello, individuals. Hello. Hello, hello. How you doing today? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Check the announcements. No, don't acknowledge the booty. No, that didn't happen. There's no proof. Except for all of the proof that's out there. The booty may have happened. Was that the booty of 87? How's it going, Loair? It's been at least a little while, right? How are you doing? Sweeve. I don't know why the thing didn't go off. But pretend that there's like a sound. Oh! I was so delayed.
Good grief, 20 months. Had I known about you earlier, I'd asked for a B-Day gift at the 2-year mark. Ha!
No, that's pretty good. Okay. At the 2-year mark, let's do it. Feel free to ask at that point. I might be drawing something for you anyway, because that's how these streams go. You said you'd ask for a birthday gift. My mouse slipped. Oh, sorry. My mouse stopped working and I can't scroll down on the channel points options. Do you want advice on what to do? You don't have your window full screened. Make your window a little smaller, a little longer. Hey, it's Seiyu Dragon! What's up? Yours in 2 days? My goodness. Kai, it's only been 3 minutes. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Vertera the Rabbit! Hi, welcome. How you doing, Vertera? Roy Riders! Welcome, welcome. I sent you an email, get back to me. Oh god. I'm at work. Do you want me to answer my emails while I'm streaming? I can read it out loud if you'd like. Let's see. What do you want me to say? You want to ship me something? I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from shipping me things. but I don't know. I feel like this can wait 4 hours, so I'm going to wait 4 hours. All right, it is time to start this shindig. I feel like we've been waiting a good amount of time, right? It's time. Look how warm we are today. It's so colorful and nice. This is one of the pieces that we did yesterday, and I really like it, and we did no other pieces. We did just one. There's no There's no proof of any other artwork that we did. Um, so yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today. And, there we go. It's time. Let me get people onto the wheel. And while I'm doing that, thank you. That's very kind of you. While I'm doing that, predictions are now up. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. Okay, there we go. You know, I don't think I properly said it. Horseweave, thank you so much for the 20 months. My goodness. Seriously, thank you. That is very, very awesome of you. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Roy Riders, you are here. Perfect. I got you all here. So, if you're new and you want points and you want to be able to I don't know, join in at some point, there's a predictions at the very top of your chat window. So yeah, please use the art I sent last time. Marley, do you know how many people enter in artwork every stream and every week? I don't think I would have any hard drives left if I kept everyone's art choices. You're gonna have to enter in just like everybody else. Timberful Blues, welcome. But yeah, sorry that I interrupted myself. If you want points, following is a really good way to get points. If you don't want to follow and you don't want to, I don't know, do anything else, use the predictions. So you got about 20 seconds left on predictions. You can make a lot of money on it. If you win, you can win thousands and thousands of points. Don't poor shame people. Oh my god. This whole stream is free. You can't poor shame people. Oh god. Also, 1.4 thousand points is not poor. That's very funny. Yo, it's Dat Otter. What's up, Dat Otter? Did I vote? I don't know. Did you vote? It looks like you voted, but you still have not entered. So in order to enter, you click the little channel points icon down at the very bottom and you click Enter Art Raffle. And in the little text box, you give me the picture of the character you'd like me to draw. So see how Surging Dragon sent a link? That's what you gotta do too. Oh man, Silver Flash, I really liked the piece that you did yesterday for Grumpy. That turned out really good. If you're looking for more art challenges, I guess, today, you are welcome to join me on any of the pieces that I do. Because I think that turned out really, really good. Oh, you're down for another? Yes! I'm excited. So I'm going to wait a little bit, just so everybody has a chance to get in, has a chance to join the wheel. But yeah, how y'all doing today? Really liked it? Me too. Piglin Arts, welcome. All right. We're going to do several of these today. Hopefully. So let's do our very first... Wait? Okay. I will wait. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired. I woke up and I had a bit of a stomach ache, so that sucks. But I don't know. I'll be okay. I'm all right. Coffee Text, welcome. I can't wait for my Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Very cool, very cool. I hope you enjoy it. What kind of games are you looking forward to playing on it? New season of Fortnite? You can, something, 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 Peter Griffin, something, something. Do vampires heal fast from pain? No, we just heal fast. It only looks like we're healing. The pain is eternal. Yeah, they really got Peter Griffin in there. I can't believe it. Alright. I think it's time. Can I submit still? Oh my god, yes. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. Get your butt in here. He does the knee meme, yeah. I thought that he was literally just gonna, like, one frame go into, like, the death pose, the Family Guy death pose. But the fact that he holds his knee and just goes, ah. It's really good. Do I have to enter submit again because I'm not here from last stream? Yep, you gotta re-enter every time. Otherwise, the wheel would be so full of just everybody who's ever visited. Yeah, enter in, get in here, get in here. That's very close, Marley Red, but you need to click the little button. And then you paste the link in there. So see where it says enter art raffle? So you click the little bat down at the very bottom where it says channel points, and then you click enter art raffle, and then you paste that link in there. He does? Yup. It's really good. Perfect, Marley Red. Thank you, thank you. All right. Are we all here? Are we all here? I think we're still waiting. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Let's see. That was hard. Yeah, clicking two buttons is whew. That's so sweating. Let's see for Tara. Okay, okay. Michi Blue, nice. Box Jar, welcome. I know, you guys are going crazy. This is the most I've ever been, like, just held up. Yeah, all the new Fortnite stuff honestly makes me want to, like, join in and do Fortnite things. Alright, let's see. Michi, got you. Boxjar, got you. Goat Lady Ragus, welcome. Whoa, I've made you bold somehow. There. The Lego stuff is exciting? Oh yeah. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you guys done? Ah, my goodness. Alright. We're spinning the very first wheel in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You guys are nuts. It's by a hair, S101X. Very cool. I have a feeling I know what they want me to draw, but we'll see. And a red win. Very cool, very cool. And let's see, S101X. Let's see what you'd like. Let me change the name and have a look. Okay, S101X. Gotta search the list. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Classic. Classic S101X. It's the Mossy Boy. I love this character. They're so cool. Okay, S101X. What do you have in mind? What do you want to do for this character, if anything in particular? Quite literally, if Sonic were made out of moss and had like a moss beard. I absolutely love this character. I think they're really cool. I feel like genuinely really awesome. I like this. It's very fun, very freeing. And if you don't have anything in mind, Oh, okay. Make them devious. Ooh. Having them about to turn the viewer into a mossy boy too. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let me think about that. Alright. And I'm gonna flashbang you guys, so excuse me while I put on protection. Uh, I'm sorry for the flashbang. It's very bright, I know. I'm sorry. Alright, I have to be able to see. Okay. Kai, question. What is your question? My eyes! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So devious, huh? I'm thinking like hand up here, kind of deviously curled. The another one here, deviously curled. But yes, Volcano the Hedgehog, what is your question? Also, hi Volcano, how you doing? Have you gotten my messages on Twitter? If I haven't responded, then I haven't seen them. I really don't check Twitter, like, at all. For DMs and stuff. Mostly because it doesn't tell me when I have DMs. I think I made Elon Musk mad. Which kinda sucks. Oh, right, sorry. I can link the reference, but I forgot because I am a goofy goober. Here you go, Silver Flash. Sorry about that. There you go. But yeah, I hope that I'm not missing any crazy messages. I will try to check them when I can. Did you enjoy my VTuber presentation? I think I gave you some feedback on it, right? Unless you have done more to it? But yeah, I think I gave you feedback on it. I'm really glad you got a good grade on it. How many times have you drawn this character? Maybe 6? Maybe? Maybe 6? Did you see the new Stolas music video? Oh, I don't think so. When did they release it? Let's have a little bit of a crooked smile here. How did you make it Mr. Idiot Elon mad? Elongated muskrat? I don't know when I could have. My existence is probably pretty infuriating. To elongated muskrat. I don't know. I have a distaste for billionaires in general. So I imagine he can feel that through like the ether, you know? They released it earlier today? Okay, I have not seen it yet then. Okay, I'm gonna have this arm coming forward, and maybe this one not so much. We can worry about that one later. You got me feedback, but I was wondering if you enjoyed it overall. I mean, yes, but keep in mind, right, it's like a business presentation. Like how much of a business presentation can you really say that you enjoy? You know, like it's good. I think it does the job really well. Enjoyable? I think you did a really good job with it. I think you should be very proud, and I'm really glad that you got a good grade. Enjoyable, though? He's in the Ethernet. I was about to say, thank goodness I'm on Wi-Fi, but I'm not on Wi-Fi. How about... like, the come here motion. Because he's gonna like make you into moss, right? The alternate explanation is that you in particular did nothing to make him angry, Angie, and he's just bad at making things. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's my DMs have been a little funky for a long time. I think I receive a lot of DMs, so I just don't. I'm not able to see them all, or the notifications get broken. I have a couple accounts on Twitter, and one of the accounts permanently has like the notification, but I've never received a DM on that whole account. So like I don't know. I keep checking every time, and there's nothing there ever. Yeah, I have it on one of my Instagram too. I don't know what in the world it could be from. And I always feel bad because like I check it every time because I think, oh, I got a message, and then it's like, oh right, I don't have a message. Oops. Okay. Actually, it's X now. Yeah, XD's nuts. Got him. Ooh, Elon Musk will never recover. My favorite thing about this character is I get to do really, really loose lines, and that's just really fun for me. So like no stabilizer on, I'm just gonna let my hand be a little shaky because I think that just looks really interesting with this character. Are you drawing on one layer or sketches or two? I do typically, obviously, sometimes I break this rule, but right now I have my sketch layer and it's different from my inking layer. So I have my sketch layer and then I put the inking layer or outline layer on top of that. This is such a fun character design. I have two layers? Yep, I have two layers. How is that wait, why is that sus? I think that's pretty normal, right? How many layers do you think I should have? Do this with only one layer and one-handed tied behind your back. I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot of stuff if I was one-handed here. I'd have to have like a completely different setup. Sup gamers? Sup gamer? How's it going? have a bad habit of trying to do everything on one layer. Layers are your friends. Um, and I'm not saying that because I think like layers are cool or it's like, oh, it's good practice because that's what they taught me at school or anything like that. It's because when you have layers and your client that you're working for wants, I don't know, a different color, you don't have to redo your whole picture because you can just go to the coloring layer and change the color. So like, yeah, definitely start getting used to working in layers because if you ever do want to take your art hobby to the next level and like do commissions and stuff, you will be so prepared. That being said, there's also like a balance to it. So you can't have like 300 layers, one for each line, because you need to prepare for for changes or something. Because you're never going to be able to find the right layer if you need to. So you got to strike a balance. I remember I had a piece where I think I had 250 layers, and my writer at the time, this is for a comic, my writer at the time needed like a different set of layers or something, and then I tried to export it because this is old time Photoshop, and the whole thing just broke. It sucks. So now I work in the least layers possible, which is, I don't know, I really like it. I think it's pretty good. I don't like the angle of this leg. Banana pudding to electric boogaloo. That sounds good. Enjoy your banana pudding. Enjoy it for me. I have an important assignment to finish. Finish it. Do it up. I'll talk to you later. Hey Kai, do you have any snow in your area? No, but it's getting cold. At least not yet. I can't actually see outside at the moment. If you had to guess, how many Sonics do you think you've drawn? As in, literally Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic characters? Let's see, he's got 4 fingers. Okay. Sonic character and fan OCs. Oh, thousands. Easily thousands. Probably individual characters or pieces. Sorry to bombard you with questions in return. Oh yeah, probably about like maybe 10,000 pieces. I'd have to say. I definitely have like 5,000 easy to access pieces. And then there's like all the sketches that I've done, all of the little pieces that I've done for stream. So yeah, easily like probably 10,000 pieces. Which is a lot of art. Which is a whole lot of art. Like just online right now, I think I have probably somewhere around 5,000 individual pieces just sitting online, and then that's like not even including like I pick and choose what I post online. So yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch. I'm really picky with what I post online too. I was asking because the way you're able to pull off the Sonic proportion is nice and natural looking. Oh, what's wild is that has changed so drastically over the years. My sonic proportions, even like within my own pieces, just from probably this week, my proportions change. And for a while, that really bothered me. Like, what kind of artist am I if I'm at least like not consistent? And it really bothered me. Um, and then one of my friends asked the exact same question in a server that we share. And I thought about it. I'm like, who cares? Like, if you're not consistent, that's like it means that you're growing and changing, right? So that's actually pretty cool. Who cares if you're consistent? Because if it matters for example, for work to be consistent, then you have like rules and restrictions in place to make sure that you and your team maintain consistency. And if you don't have rules up, like a, I don't know, a proportions piece of paper on your desk telling you how to do your proportions, then who cares if you're consistent or not? You're not a robot. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure we'll get there in time. Sorry about the ad, friends. Ads suck. Ad jump scare. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Alright. And his colors are really easy. I noticed this now, I did not do the inside of the ear, so I gotta do that here. When are you gonna be in Fortnite? Ooh. I'm sure if I talked to the right people, I could maybe do it, but I think I'd have to be a little richer. Just a little bit. Just a smidge richer. But honestly, if that's all that's keeping me back, I could eventually get there. Be in ad help. Sorry about the bee in your ad. Okay. And let's do, I don't know, let's do some messy coloring. Not like the soccer player messy, but could be messy. I would play Fortnite if one of the best art streamers was in it. Rubber Ross? Oh, you mean me? I love Rubber Ross, dude. He's such a good streamer. Do you really not have ads from Twitch? Abyssal Knight? Actually, wait, you don't have ads because you're subscribed, you stinky pinky. I have like the craziest ad blockers known to mankind and I still get Twitch ads. Over here flexing you don't have ads, but it's actually because you're subbed. Which, by the way, if you really hate ads, come sub. Okay, let's see. What would be creepy? I think lighting from underneath would be really good. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn it upside down because that's how my brain works. It's really easy for me to figure out lighting if it's coming from above. I don't know if you guys are also like that, but I think that's pretty accurate for me. My brain just does not work, I think, properly Like I have a hard time imagining where lighting comes from if it's not from certain directions. So in order to compensate for that, instead of learning um, and adapting, I just changed where my canvas is facing. Which I think is, I don't know, it's a lot faster than learning, right? If it works, it works. Heck yeah. Exactly. Okay, so that's gonna be all light, so that means all of this is in shadow. That's kind of cool, actually. Thank you, thank you. Kai, do you have any tips on getting comfortable with backlighting? Like where the main part of the character is dark. Yeah, so what I do is I will color the whole character dark. Just no exceptions, whole character dark. And then I do my rim lighting, which is just the lighting around the outside. And then I will go in and do basically pretend like this is the whole character, right? I'll go, okay, so there's going to be atmospheric lighting. So that means that the area that's like poking out closest to where we are, which would be like right here, right? That's going to be a little bit lighter. And then I blend it in. This is going to be really just super quickly done. But it's going to be like that, right? With the rim lighting around the outside. And that way you can see all the little bits and pieces of the character, but it's also like very clear that they're still in shadow. Does that make sense? That's what I would do, and that's what I do do. That's what I do do. I didn't understand at first, but then I super understood. I like that a lot. I can always talk about it further. Like, let's say you guys are, I don't know, actively working on an art piece. And you're like, shit, how do I do this? DM me. Literally just send me a message on I mean, ideally Discord, because that's where I lurk and live. But yeah, just like send me a message in Discord. I will answer it as soon as I am able, because sometimes I'm like doing sometimes I'm in meetings. Uh, but yeah, I will answer any art question that you have or give my weird art opinions about anything. I'm not some crazy art guru. I don't think anyone is. But I can give my opinions, which might be cool and might be totally and completely useless. Who knows? But it might inspire you, which is worth something to me. Welcome back, Abyssal. Okay. Almost done with placing my shadows, and then we can go in and make them all super fancy looking. Okay. Oh yeah, that's some good underlighting. So let's take a rough brush and start adding a little bit more to it. It's making this OC look a little shady. That's good. So we need to keep in mind that this character is like made of moss or is kind of like a bush or something. So I'm gonna go a little crazy, give it more crevices here and there than I would normally if the character were smooth or wearing clothes. Thank you. Lethal Company noise! Let's go! And I'm gonna have little bits and pieces, almost like whiskers, pop in and out of the shading as well. I read that as powerful. Well, that's good, because it does say powerful.
I love being purple.
Me too! There was a day where I was purple, pretty sure.
Don't tell
No damage.
Thank you.
Those two sounds actually go pretty well together. At least thematically.
Bazinga.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was purple on Grimace Day, which is a very important day. Our Lord and Savior. I've heard good things about Lethal Company. I still need to play it, since my laptop won't be able to run it. Yeah, apparently Lethal Company is kind of hard for people to run, which is interesting. I hope you're able to play it at some point. It's pretty inexpensive right now for a game that you can literally play infinitely. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it. We tried out the multiple people mod yesterday. So typically when you play, you're only able to play with 4 people, for bros to leave in the dust and sell to the company as corpses. But we were able to play with, I think, 18 top people. And that actually worked really, really well. I expected it to not work very well. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was a good time. So I'm thinking at some point, if I get a little bit more free time, we could do some Lethal Company streams. Test it out with just a small group of people, and then eventually work up to a lot more people. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I scream a lot, so like the game is perfect for me. It's a very creepy game. The unfortunate downside is that I also happen to die a lot. So that means it's a lot of spectating other people who are also screaming. Oh, you should definitely play. It's so good. Benign loneliness? I don't know if it's benign. It's definitely a little malevolent. Yeah, Ghost Girl is very creepy. I don't know if anyone else has been attacked by her except for me in our group. Which is so fortunate for me. I love that so much. I've also experienced something that I'm not sure what it is, but occasionally I will hear someone like talking to me in the game, and I don't know what creature that is or what that is. So yeah, that's a weird one. Like I'll just be sitting vibing, and then someone will just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm just like, "Huh?" What about the Weeping Angel thing? I've actually never really had an issue with that. I've gotten away from it every single time. But I think that's because I played SCP Containment Breach when it was still like a young game. So I'm just naturally good at that one. I'm just like really like a gamer, you know? We're talking lethal? Oh, we're talking lethal. I'm just like built different for the Weeping Angel, you know? I don't like it when he's running behind you though, and he goes like the pitter patter sound of his little feet. Oh, I don't like that. He needs to keep his dogs away from me. We're talking about Lethal Company. Video game. Very fun. Big 10 out of 10. I'm happy to see that it's getting a lot of positive response though too. I think there's a lot of really good work that was put into the game. So it feels good to see a game that was very clearly like loved by the developers and there's work put into it. Is Weeping Angel a Doctor Who reference? I think so. I don't know if they invented Weeping Angels, but maybe they popularized it. Not sure. Gonna make that a little just messy in there. Despite having a gaming PC, I only have 4 games on it because I refuse to get PC games. Why do you refuse? Well, what do you mean by you have a gaming PC? Because surely you got a gaming PC to play at least one particular game, right? What was the game? People don't typically buy or put together a gaming PC for no reason, you know? They do it because they want to play the newest, I don't know, Remnant game. Mine was Genshin. Can't you play that on a phone? Can't you play that on a phone? I'm pretty sure you can. Don't need a very powerful PC for that. Ah, yes, credit card simulator. Yes, gambling simulator and lolicon simulator. Love that. How much money can we give to 10-cent simulator? Really, 173 predates Weeping Angels? No way! That's so cool! I remember when I first saw the quail head in Lethal Company, and I was like, bro, it's just like SCP-173! And no one knew what I was talking about. Somehow nobody knew. So then I had to explain, and they're like, oh, Weeping Angels? Weeping Angels from Doctor Who? And it's like, yeah. Who you playing with? You know who I play with. Hint, it wasn't you. Those 2 dorks have no idea what 173 is. Oh, that's a nice blue. Sorry, I'm not a child. And there it is. And, and there it is. Alright, I'm gonna have more warmth come from Self-Report. I know! I don't think he's ever played Containment Breach or any SCP game. This dude's never gamed. Calls himself a gamer, never gamed. Don't bring Magnus Carlsen into this. Do you have a certain type of OC that you enjoy drawing? Yes, but it's not based off of physical attributes, which I assume is maybe the answer you were looking for. I really like drawing OCs that the person is really connected with. So like this one's based off of my cat, or this one's based off of me when I was in 10th grade, or something like that. Because that obviously has like really interesting design choices and there's like history behind it. And I really, really gel with that. I really, really like that. Because it means that I'm going to be drawing something interesting. Whereas, I don't know, this one is based off of my favorite color palette. Not that that's wrong or bad or anything like that. It's not. But it doesn't have that level of like intimacy. And that's what I really like, is getting to know the person because of their character. Because it just makes it more special, I think. Yeah, sentimental value. That's a good way to put it. If it's physical attributes that you're looking for, let me think about that. Are there any physical attributes that I genuinely like? Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. That's not bad. All right. That's not bad at all. Physical attributes. I like genuinely really exaggerated characters, I guess. So like they have crazy gnarled hands, or maybe, I don't know, stuff like that, where it's just they have something that makes them stick out. I think that's pretty cool. Giant wings and shit like that. I think that's really dope. Get mossed. Me when I'm getting mossed. Couldn't be me. Never been mossed in my life. Chris Deltarune eating moss. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty good. I think even the shading is not too shabby on this as well. So let me bring in, hello there. Let me bring in some lighting from underneath. Thank you. You guys are so violent. Who taught you this behavior? Just because I actively encourage it doesn't mean that it's my fault. It's horrible. That's a horrible one. That's the hive being picked up in Lethal Company. You're saving up. Ooh.
Counter.
I was just playing Lethal earlier. We did die to bees. So me and Otter last night, we were like, we're gonna get these bees. It's gonna be a great time. And we came up with this plan. We're gonna do the bees like this, and I'm gonna run over here, and we're gonna put it on the back of the ship. And then once we're about to leave, we're gonna run out and go get the bees. And then while our ship is like flying off, we'll outfly the bees. Easy. Super planned out. Otter picked up the bees, and the bees went after me. Just arbitrarily. And they chased me until I died. And then Otter picked up my corpse, and they chased him because I guess they were now attached to my corpse. And then they killed him too. And so the rest of our crew came back. And we were just like both lying in the ship. They were like, what happened in here? It was very funny. The bees are crazy. The bees are a force not to be trifled with. The bees take what they want. I know that he has like hearts in his eyes, which is pretty cool actually. I really like that. Like as a design choice, I really like it. Like it's creepy. It's very creepy. Oh yeah, it's a good day when Bush Boy gets here. Let me appreciate really quick how well programmed the monsters are in Lethal Company. Absolutely. I think they're great. Um, they they seem like they genuinely have personalities, and I really like that. Um, I felt like I was going crazy yesterday because I was having an argument with the loot bug, and then he attacked me, and then he chilled out. So like, yeah, I think it's interesting. It really makes the game feel like it's like alive, and I appreciate that. The Bracken's a goofy little guy. I don't know if I really like him because I don't understand him, but I like that I don't understand him, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's a video that I saw of somebody like spectating someone else and the Bracken's just chilling behind them for minutes. And they have no idea. It's very funny. I'm just shocked that the game is actually just so inexpensive. And yet I've played it only like a handful of times really, but I still feel like I've already gotten my money's worth from it. That's so good. You think you know how the game designates most paranoid player? They maybe look around the most? Oh, that's cool. So what designates most lazy employee? Because that's what I always get. Move the least? Damn it! Gosh darn it! That's smarts. I got some pizza. What toppings? I is a true black mage. That's actually pretty funny. But that would also mean that I have to be powerful, which I'm not. Also, black mages, while not moving, at least do something. Whereas if you're in Lethal Company and you're not moving, you're really not doing anything. Let me just self-report really quick. Sausage, pepperoni, red and green peppers. That sounds pretty good. Maybe more meats than I would personally put on it, but it still sounds really good. I'm a single meat household kind of person. I choose my meat carefully. Which single meat? Usually pepperoni. Because I'm simple. Occasionally chicken. occasionally ham, I guess. Let's see what else. I don't know, like spicy pepperoni I think is really, really hard to top. Don't put pineapple on pizza! Why? But why? I want to hear your reasoning. I'm Italian, that's why. So what? I've seen the pizzas that are featured in fucking Italy. That shit's foul. So you're saying tradition? Because traditionally, everything except for basil, mozzarella, and tomato sauce is a fucking Italian sin. So get your pepperoni off of the pizza. Get your no fun anymore. No pepperoni, no other vegetables. You like onions on your pizza? No, fuck that. Salt? Nope. No salt. Seasoning? Not allowed. That's not the true Italian way, after all. Bad argument. Bad argument. Terrible argument. Salted pizza? Seasoning in my pizza? Disgusting. I would never. Pineapple belongs inside the stomach regardless of how. I like the way you think. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna make these parts glow, I think. Pineapple calzone? Ooh. That sounds good. Food is food!
You look huge. Man, I'm dead.
You look huge. So yeah, if we're going for true Italian pizza based on tradition, everything except for the margarita pizza is wrong and a sin. I don't make the rules, you do, clearly. After all, what true Italian would allow pepperoni on pizza? Right, Volcano? Yeah, your argument sucks now, doesn't it? It's a little stinky now, huh? So instead of gatekeeping pizza based off of personal preference because you hate putting fruit on your pizza, which is totally fine for yourself, allow pizza to be whatever people want it to be. Because clearly it's been so far gone and so far butchered past what it normally is. So let people enjoy pizza. Ooh, that's quite cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Pizza is pizza. True. I can't argue with that. Let's get some colors in here. I want a little bit more blue. I think along the top, blue would look really good. The funniest thing to me is when I say fruit shouldn't be on pizza, and they say, what about tomatoes? I say, tomato shouldn't be on pizza either, only white sauce. That's funny. Yeah, I think that pineapple is totally fine on pizza. Just as long as, you know, if pepperoni is fine on pizza, then pineapple is fine on pizza. Because pepperoni is derivative. It's not a part of original pizza. You know what I mean? Just like how people argue that pineapple isn't on original pizza. So do you eat a pizza with or without the skin? Do you eat pizza with or without the wrapper? And the only reason I know about the history of pizza is because literally we had this argument yesterday, and me and my desperate attempts of being right at all times looked up the history of pizza and read the entirety of the history of pizza. Because when there's an internet argument, I go all out. Off topic, but can we just talk about this insane amount of improvement? How about sausage on pizza? That's not original. So pineapple on pizza haters have to hate sausage on pizza too. I love sausage on pizza. I think it's great. And sometimes I think it's even better than pepperoni. But it depends on the sausage, you know? I don't believe in original pizza. Pizza was made by Italian-American immigrant who had access to new ingredients now in their price range. The origin of pizza is exploration. Yes, but the first pizza with designated toppings is the margherita pizza, which is tomato, basil, and mozzarella. That's just how it is. Because if you hold the stance that pizza is exploration, then you can no longer hold the stance that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Got him. Got him. Get out of here. Thrown out. Destroyed. Eat that. No crumbs. You're done. Margarita pizza sucks? I don't know about that. I think there are some really good margarita pizzas. It's not my favorite pizza, but it definitely hits the spot when there's no other pizza available. Which maybe is a low bar. And I would accept that. I agree that I will not pizza Anana because I was sick of her. Oh, you don't want to eat pineapple pizza because you got sick. There's no big argument. Everyone can eat the pizza as they like. That's it. Now we're talking. We can agree on that. I know, I like these colors. They're looking pretty good. I really like, so areas like this, where the red that I was using turns into pink because it's mixing with a little bit of this light and blue here. And then there's also like a smidge of purple here. I'm gonna keep it. That looks wild. I really like it. I really have been digging lately where my art just kind of gets a little dirty looking. I really like it. I just think it looks almost gross sometimes, and I just, oh, I love it so much. Now we're gonna get some texture in there. People ask me why I do this. A lot of people will say like, oh man, is it because you don't like AI art? Because it's like anti-AI art or something? And I'm like, I don't know anything about that. But I like that it adds like a bit of grain to it. So like this coupled with the brush, I don't know if I can really zoom in enough so you guys can see, but it almost looks like canvas now. Like there's just this level of like weirdness and texture, and it helps to like normalize all of the like banding I have in some of my gradients, because digital art just be like that. Yeah, I really dig it. I think it's great. Let's do some color correction. I want to bring him a bit maybe into the blues here, and then we can brighten up the rest of him with some warm tones. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice. I saw the chest moss as a moss beard. It is a moss beard. Check it out. Bam, connects. Moss beard. It does look a bit like chest moss. But yeah, it totally is a moss beard. I know, I know. It's exciting times. I love the moss beard. Oh, heck yeah, it's a beard. This is why I love this character. I just feel like you get to learn something new about him every time, and that's so lovely. And like those of you who've seen him drawn over the years, there's like this level of hype when you get to see him drawn again. I think it's so great. Because it's just like, oh, it's Mossy Boy, let's go. He's like an old-time classic here. If you got to choose a character to get gift art of, which character would it be? Of my characters? Or of other people's characters? Of yours? I really like the character that you designed. Let's see, because I don't think I have any gift art or any fan art done of them yet, of Lemonade. And that would be this character here. I really, really want to draw them, so that would be the gift art. Outside that character, who already like perhaps a character that I've drawn or a character that like I created, I think it would be Draft the Bat, which is this guy right here. I would like to draw him again. So yeah, I would choose of those two. Because they're both absolutely gorgeous characters. One created by you, Piglin, and the other one is my boy. I really like Draft. I think he's very cool. Alright, I need to tame some of this glow. Because it's good that it's bouncing off of him, but it looks a little too funky in some areas where my brush didn't quite connect right. Have you guys seen Spy Kids? Yes. I'm old. I've seen Spy Kids. I used to really like Spy Kids when I was younger. I thought Spy Kids was so cool. And then I watched it as an adult and I realized that I maybe don't like Spy Kids anymore. That maybe Spy Kids isn't for me anymore. But you know what? That's just how it is. It happens. Oops, I didn't mean to. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I accidentally just flattened the whole the whole picture. Oops. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is some of the outlines here, I'm going to make them different colors to make them stand out. So for example, actually this needs a little bit of touch here. There. So, like I don't really want the white here standing out as much as the white down here, because this is very, very bright down here, right? So I'm going to, there are two options that I could do. I could literally just get rid of the areas. So like up here, I could do like this and literally make it just go away. So let me try that first and see how that looks. Don't jinx it. Whoa, everyone knows you can never take back anything in art and that everything is permanent and that people will judge you terribly based on your mistakes in art. Ah, just kidding. That doesn't happen at all. Make mistakes. Who cares? If people don't like your mistakes, they don't have to look. Because how are you supposed to learn stuff if you don't make mistakes, right? Do you like my 360? I had you going for a second, huh? The reason that I try new stuff on stream is one, it puts a little bit more pressure on me to actually try new things and be genuine about my attempts. But also like, so you guys can see me struggle. I think that that's actually really important. A lot of people are pretty nervous artists, which is totally like fine. It's like, that's just how art is sometimes. I get it. But if maybe seeing me struggle will make you go, you know what, fuck it, just try. Then that means like, that's a victory, right? That's pretty good. I've done something good. All right, let's see. Let's add some texture in the background because we can. I'm gonna vignette him, which means like to single the character out and put emphasis on just the character. Vignetting can mean like no background. It can mean some background. In this instance, I'm like referring to very old art that has that faded look around the outsides. That was on purpose to help bring attention to the character. So my job here is to kind of make him look a little bit menacing. Hopefully I can do that accurately. And then it's not fancy. It doesn't need to be fancy. And I add a little bit of that texture in the background too. Which I know you guys can't really see it until I zoom in. Check that out. All right. And I'm gonna say, there's our boy. We can do some color correction, which I just like doing at the very end just to see like how extreme I can make things. Like that looks pretty fucking cool, right? That looks really neat. The pinks pop out, the blues are going absolutely nuts up top. I really actually like this. Let's see how more extreme we can get. That's pretty cool. Let's see what happens if we mess with the reds a little bit. Maybe make it more red feeling. That's not bad. And I know that my changes are super subtle. I bet you guys can like barely tell what I'm doing. That's totally fine, because after I'm done doing it, I'll show you the before and after. So this is before. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can like really see. This is the before, and this is the after. See how shit like just pops? See, that goes nuts? Your eyes, you know, like, are the colors 100% correct? Well, no, who cares, right? This is art. You go crazy with art when you want to. That's what art's all about. And you know what else art is all about? Infinite guilt. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, so like, yeah, your eyes will correct for that, right? So this looks really, really dynamic. This looks really quite cool. I like this piece a lot. So yeah, let me save this. And this piece is for S101X. Let's do another. God, I love art, huh? Stuff's so cool. All right, let's see. Who did I most recently add? I recently added Goat Lady Ragus. So let me find you, Goat Lady Ragus, and move on. Sheepish Gadget, welcome. Black Fox, welcome, welcome. Super Sparky, welcome. Logan Deer, I actually have no idea if that's how your name is pronounced, but welcome. Martian Snake, Pegasons, how could you? I'll refund you once I can, Pegasons. And that way you can give me the link with your thing. So give me just a second, Pegasons. Julia, welcome, and Pegasons, you have been refunded. And your next thing, yeah, give me the link. Let's see. And predictions, if you like points and want points, predictions are now up. Pegasons, welcome. There you are. No, you are all good. Am I in? Let me double check. I see your name. Yes, you are in. What if we don't like points? What am I supposed to do with that? The cubic guru? Hey, the cute big guru. Goo-woo. I'm sorry. Woo big guru woo. You should never have come back. Bats replace points if you don't like them. I like the way you think. I like that a lot. And speaking of thinking, y'all got about like a minute, I guess less than a minute now because of stream delay, to get in. Think? Thinking? I don't do that. So I discovered yesterday, thank you, that normal monster like this, if you, oh, I didn't shuffle. I'll shuffle next time, I promise. Shit, I don't think I shuffled at all yesterday either. Huh. Anyway, normal monster that this is crafted after, gets real weird when sitting for like a day open. It gets like really gross sweet. Oh man. It was rough finishing my monster last night. That got kind of gross. So now I guess I've learned just to chug it. I think that's the play. It's just to go nuts. Speaking of going nuts, we're spinning the wheel. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You shuffled yesterday, but you did not say shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So did I shuffle really? It's Loot Mix. And another red. Red's popping off like crazy. Alright, Loot Mix. Let's see what you would like. GG. Let's see. Loot Mix. I can find you in my loop list. No, that doesn't work. Oh ho ho! Cute character. I have come back for evil Mossy Boy. Oh yeah, the evilest of the Mossy Boys. So I've been watching Rick and Morty like a shitter. So when I read Nimbus, I think of Mr. Nimbus, and like that's all I think of. All right. Tell me about Nimbus, please. Tell me about their personality. Perhaps if you have any particular poses that you want for them. Richard and Mortimer. The show is such a shame. I would really like it to be good. I unironically like the animation style. It's just... it's not good. Sending the drawing in the art channel again, like last time? Sure, yeah. make sure you ping the individual. So that would be S101X. I think. I think that's their name on Discord. Kai, are you speedrunning today? Oh, well, thank you. Let's see. Is Loopmix in the chat? And I missed their message. No. Okay, that's fine. I can make do. This character seems like they're just genuinely really like friendly and nice. Maybe overly friendly and nice. Maybe. Sorry for the flashbang. Put on your sunglasses. Vampires can't wear Christmas sweaters. Of course we can. What, you think Christmas has to do with Christianity and religion? The craziest vampires in history were backed by religion. We're not hurt or harmed by any religion. Silly. They could be maybe Sonic 101X? Sonic 101? Ah, that's them. Yeah. I really like this character's body type. Super thin up top. Super not thin in the bottom. Someone sent me this soundbite of someone saying, "I'm built like a brick," and I can't I can't like unhear it. We're going there again? No. This is tame. I'm tame today. I'm not wilding at all. I'm a good kid. You're hesitating. I am not. I would never. It is sent. Nice. Thank you for joining me today, for drawing stuff. It's really fun. You're kicking butt, by the way. I can smell the bullshit from here. No, you can't. Nah, it's nothing to do with you, Silverflash. It's that I'm drawing a character with a sizable booty. This is a booty-friendly stream. It is. In no way is it the focus of the stream, okay? It's not. It's a perk. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Man, how in the world did they put their hands on their hips? It would have to be at like a funky angle. That's a little awkward. What about further up the hip? It's not a feature, or it's not a focus yet. I don't want it to be a focus, mostly because it might attract people who are not very friendly or like respectful to people. Maybe a fist on the hips? Maybe. A fist isn't really super, I'm going to say visually friendly. And I don't mean to say like anybody who uses a fist in their artwork is not friendly, right? But I really want this character to come across as like soft and soft spoken. So I want like open hands. I want like a really open body shape. I want all of their little bits and pieces to be able to be seen and read. So nothing that's closed. So like body language and like body psychology is totally a thing in art. You want your characters to read as well as they would be if they were like real people. Okay, that being said, they need shorter legs. Much, much shorter legs. Much, 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 much shorter. I think that's a little better. Okay. Oh no, you guys have an ad? That sucks. I'm sorry. What about the wrist lean in the hip? That's not a bad idea. If I start having issues with this for whatever reason, then I will default to that. Self-made challenge, podify me? Oh, okay. I'm excited to see what you do. There are probably references somewhere in the server for me. Loop Mix! Hello. You did win. Ah, good. Is anyone else extra tired today? I am. Which is crazy because I usually like get kind of sick sometimes when I sleep, so I'll like wake up and have asthma, which is great. I love that. Last night I don't think that happened like at all. Uh, but I'm still really tired, which kind of sucks. So I must not have just slept very, very well, despite sleeping maybe somewhat well. What's the boy doing? They are posing quite nicely, which I hope is okay. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Tomac. My goodness. Because he's fairly shy? Okay. I could make this shyer. Okay. Let's think body language once more. Hold on, let me rethink this. So almost like he's shielding himself. That is such a badonk. Oh my goodness gracious. What background would you prefer? Ooh, Outside nature themed. What pony race would you say you'd be? Unicorn, Earth, Pegasi, Kieran. Whoa. Have always pictured myself as an Earth pony. I'm very work oriented. I do have a pony OC, but let me think. What would my VTuber be actually? I think technically she would be a changeling. Is that acceptable? Because she has like bat motifs, so she would have like bat wings and like little holes. Um, she would be a baker, so even though she looks like evil, is not. Um, hmm. I'd say, man, what would my cutie mark be? Do changelings have cutie marks? I don't think they do. Sorry for typing walls. No, you are totally fine. They can have them in their pony form. Oh, that's right. That's right. Are they accurate to the changeling? Like, so, I don't know, if a changeling is really good at writing, would their pony form have the appropriate cutie mark for that? I'm so curious. Reformed or not reformed? I'd say not reformed. Because being reformed is like so lame. That's sarcasm, obviously sarcasm. But yeah, I think I would be not reformed. Let's see. What else? I want to do the little heart hands here, or maybe like where you're touching your two fingers together. So we'll see how that works. There are a lot of themes that can mess her up for reformed. There are just regular non-reformed changelings as well. I think that part can be left up to you. Uwu fingers, yes, the uwu fingers. I'm mostly curious about what you would do, Silver Flash. Of course, I can answer any questions you might have, but I do want to leave it up mostly to you. Okay, so they don't have any gloves or anything. Fur comes up there. You got little ears up here. So, loot mix, is this more accurate to how your character presents themselves? So who else is still reeling about Peter Griffin? I was talking about this yesterday with Dat Otter, that there are going to be people out there who are actually like losing their minds over Peter Griffin being in Fortnite. Like there are individuals who've probably like dedicated their whole lives to wishing for Peter Griffin to be in Fortnite, and now that he's there, they're like, what do I do now? My life is complete. What happens now? The Petercopter does his signature laugh when you deploy it. Oh my god. That's incredible. I am, by the way. That's really funny. Yeah, I think it's a really good way to get people back into playing Fortnite and back memeing about Fortnite again. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna adjust a couple things. Because I want to pinch in more toward the hands to help like lead the eye to the hands some more. Anything else you need to know? I don't think so. Which art are you talking about again? That one. Earth pony based, background unsure, default theme is current season theme. Any accessories, hats, hoof shoes, etc. Ooh. Would you like a reference to my character? Because maybe you could get some ideas from that. Hold on. Let me get my official reference, because that's important. If I even have it on here. Yeah, I do. Here is my official reference, which I should redraw, but that's for another time. It's pretty up to date. I would say stick with like apple colors, apple themed things, bakery themed things. That's what like all of my colors and direction is. That fits surprisingly well into the square. Normally it doesn't. That was pretty good. I would draw your characters, but I don't want to ruin them. How in the world would anyone ruin a character by drawing them? That makes no sense. Even if you drew like a stick figure, which some people would consider like the lowest form of art, which I do not agree. But there's like literally nothing you could do that would ruin the character. I would be honored to be drawn by you, Wyatt Alucard, for real. Like not trying to make you feel better, not trying to, I don't know, encourage you to get free art or whatever. It's just what you said is not a real thing. It's not, don't even. You're all good. Don't make me go on my animation versus animator rant. I know. Stick figures obviously are very good. I know this. I am a big fan of animator versus animation. And I saw more of other pieces by that, by the way, which is very cool. But yeah, I don't think there's a world in which anyone would ever ruin my character by drawing them. Like, it's just always a good thing. It's like saying, I don't want to ruin your palate by baking you a cake. Like, no, all cake is good. Please, bake the cake. I don't want to ruin your day by getting you the wrong pizza. No, homie, there's no such thing as the wrong pizza. Which Lazy Town song? I would definitely eat a pickle pizza. Are you kidding me? I love weird stuff. Is that mistletoe in your hair? No. Clearly not mistletoe. Clearly not mistletoe. Although it is probably pretty hard to see. So I'm not gonna fault you points for that. But no, not mistletoe. It's the man, what is that called? It's the sharp ones. It's the sharp ones that hurt when you touch them, that have the berries attached. That's what those are. Their name is escaping me. I'm so sorry. Holly, thank you, Ashes. Thank you, thank you. I'm a streamer. It's hard to just think in general. you, you get me? There's a reason I'm not like a scientist. Thousands of streamers have just cried out in anguish. I've revealed our one secret, that we're actually just really awkward people. Forming words hard. We're streamers, we can't English. I mean, to be fair, not every streamer speaks English, but I get you. It couldn't be me. Sweats. Streamer, more like cringe. Haha. Sweats. That looks pretty good, I think. Streamer, more like dreamer. Yeah, got him. I think being embarrassed is something that I with age am slowly not caring about. Like if I'm embarrassed, I don't know, it's kind of funny now. Like it's just kind of like yeah, it's cringe and whatever. Like, oh no, I did something embarrassing. But also it's just kind of funny. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way? Like growing up, I used to be so embarrassed by things. Like I would go, oh my god, this is the end of the world. Everyone's gonna remember me by this. Holy shit. And now it's like, oh, if someone remembers me for, I don't know, farting really loud, that's kind of funny, honestly. They're gonna tell stories about me to their family. About how I farted. Like, that's pretty funny. Do I wish the story could be a little different? Eh, who cares? Exactly. I'm too busy worried about like making payments for things. Who's got time to be embarrassed? This character's so stinking cute. But in the same vein, right? I don't want to be like, oh my god, embarrassment, cringe. Because being embarrassed is totally normal. And it's a perfectly healthy human emotion that we should not try to shame people for or stifle in any way. Be embarrassed. But eventually, you're gonna get over it. And that's good. Let's see. Yeah, but everyone's cute, right? Are some people not conventionally cute? Like, yeah, but like, what? Somebody's cat who's not conventionally cute, you're gonna call it an ugly cat? Like, no. Everybody's cute in their own special ways. And I think that that makes everybody equally kind of cute. Which means no one is cute, right? by that logic. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm not even doing this hand in the right direction. Hold on. That's right, he's got a work outfit, right? I forgot. What does he work as? It always seems very, like, toolsy. Like, overalls and stuff. Tools- oh, hey! Nice. You think Scorch is cute and he has a skull face. Well, to be fair, Scorch is really cute. So, I don't know. I could just have terrible taste, but I think Scorch is really stinking cute. Thank you, I appreciate you too. Like, and I'm not just saying that. And I mean that for so many of you guys. Like, y'all motivate me every day. You guys send me the nicest, like, letters of encouragement. Sometimes they're a little weird, but you know what? Sometimes I'm a little fucking weird too. Like, I get, I totally get it. And yeah, so it means a lot. Just to even have you guys, like, sit around and listen to me ramble. It's really nice. All this to say, like, be awkward, it's fine. Of course. I'm old. I'm just gonna preface this next message with that. I'm old. So there are going to be times where I don't remember everyone's characters' names. But if I can remember them sometimes, then that's a huge win for me. Because I know how much they mean to you guys. Because I have characters too. And I always freak out whenever literally anyone remembers their names. So I totally get it. Swits with 87 OCs. God. 87. So, like, when you have that many OCs, what do you do? Like, are you building a world? Are you, like, what's going on? Like, what are you up to with 87 OCs? Or are they all completely, like, different facets of you? Are they all OCs that you've designed, adopted? Do they interact with each other at all? Like, oh man, I'm so curious. I've seen someone with 600 OCs before. What the fuck? They have a whole community. That's kind of cool, actually. You could have like a Minecraft town of just OCs. That's kind of cool. You have like your potion sellers and the real estate agents. How do you manage 600 OCs? With a very fancy Toy House account. A very fancy, well-organized Toy House account. Yeah, make a video game. I mean, 600 is still huge for a video game though, too. So, I don't know. Like, make a couple of video games, I guess. Start making, like, League of Legends 2. Because we need that. Please, someone make anything but continuing on with League of Legends, please. Someone destroy League of Legends. Twice the toxicity, oh god. But it would be cool to have like a MOBA of like characters. Like someone's OCs. That'd be neat. The shoulder position's a little funky here, and I recognize that. I'm not going to fix it, but I recognize it. Which may or may not just make it worse. Thank you. That's such a good sound for this. They have a comic. Ooh. Does their comic feature their OCs? No, God. You don't need to answer so aggressively. Please, no, no, no. I won't hit you with the big water again. Sorry, Kai. It's totally fine. It's gonna happen anyway. I'll cry about it later. It's all good. Jesus. I'm gonna go to have a sleep. Alright, have a good sleep. Thank you, thank you. Bye, Roy! Hey, Peter, are you gonna go to the big drink tonight? Are you gonna go to Tilted Towers tonight? My character Malice was actually created in response to how I felt/feel about friendship. The qualities that I instilled in her is the quality that I want in a friend. That's so awesome. Okay, so earlier today, y'all asked me like what kind of characters interest me the most. Literally that right there. That's something that I relate to. That's something that's special to Wyatt Alucard, right? It's not just like, here's what I thought Beyonce would look like as a fox. Now she's my OC. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? I think that's kind of a sick idea. But what I mean is, that's really special. That's really, really special. And I love that. So that's what I really like in OCs. That's my favorite, like, thing about characters. I thought Beyonce was a fox. God damn it. It's OCs I have designed and adopted. They do interact. Some are friends, rivals, enemies, love interests, but they also fight in a tournament to see who's the strongest. Well, who's the strongest? Do you know yet? I don't like the angle of that. I'll fix it later. Like in Tekken? I mean, you could say like in any fighting game, right? Alice is the strongest? Badass. Nice to see a lady in charge. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't mind the pose. I wish that I had done something maybe a little bit more interesting, but I don't think this is bad. The next OC I'm going to try and design is going to be based on a spider. Heck yeah. What kind of spider? Speaking of not spiders at all, Ashes, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that big toe is kind of a big toe. I'm gonna keep it. I just noticed they're like a toolsmith, right? But they have like a little wrench on their shoes here. Very cute. I like that. That's just fun design choice. And they have 4 toes. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Little pinky toe off to the side. Scorch was my edgy black and red alicorn OC. But they kind of grew up, right? What ridiculously large game did you download onto your tablet? I love eBeta. Very good artist, really sweet friends. Super integrated into like the community as a whole. Actually just a really kind and interesting person. Also a really good streamer. Like what what can't he do? Sorry to make you blush in in here. I'm sorry. Genshin Impact. Yeah, it's probably better on the tablet. Sorry, I don't like Genshin. I think it's an icky game. But I'm not going to complain about it today. I'll complain about it, I don't know, another day. No, not eBeta, Genshin Impact. Yeah, same here, same here. I will bash on Genshin Impact whenever I can. Yeah, I don't think it's a not pretty game, right? But as for like character design, landscape design, I think there are better ways of finding it that doesn't support like really bad gaming practices and like hurt artists and stuff. So like indie games, for example, would be a really, really good place to start looking at landscapes. Or even like Steven Universe, right? Great landscapes. I didn't get mixed up between eBeta and Genshin. That's on you guys. That's literally on you guys. Oh, who is eBeta? eBeta 2, sometimes they're in chat. They are an artist, a streamer, really just hard-working individual, great designer, super cute characters, and just a really kind person overall. I like eBeta a lot. They're just always so nice. That's pretty much it. I think that's the best I can say. The most accurate things I can say. Without going over the top and talking about them for hours. Because I would and I could. I've known them for such a long time. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good here. I'm not a super big fan of how I handled some of the proportions, but you know what? Totally okay. Not every art piece has to be totally and completely perfect. And that's what makes art kind of freaking cool. Me, it has to be perfect. But that's how you're gonna like sit on a piece of artwork for so long. Because if you're a really critical artist, like super critical of yourself, for example, when does it stop? Right? When do you like tell yourself, okay, it's done? They have a very pretty tail. I agree. And they have a nice like wrench in their tail, which is very clever. People who like Genshin like big numbers. No, they don't. Not in their bank accounts. They hate seeing numbers in their bank. They're like, my bank has numbers? Ew, Get them out of here. Disgusting. I hate money, and I hate morals, and I hate everything. As long as I get to see my waifus, I don't care about the gaming industry, artists, or about how women are depicted. I just want to see my waifus that I paid for. And before Genshin fans are like, I didn't pay for any of my waifus. I only played for thousands of hours, and I have one. To prove you wrong, HotAppleKai, fuck you. I don't like Genshin. I don't respect Genshin. Sorry. I think that's okay looking. It's a little difficult. But okay, so like in all seriousness, right? If you play Genshin, I don't think like you're a bad person or anything like that. I don't personally play Genshin because it contradicts like a lot of my morals and boundaries for ethics. So I for me, right, I could just not play Genshin. A lot of people don't really mind that or don't care or, you know, whatever. And that's not like my place to judge you, right, based on the choices that you make. So yeah, I just want to make that very, very clear. I will make fun of Genshin because it's very easy to make fun of. It's very, very, very low-hanging fruit. Much like how I make fun of Overwatch. That doesn't make my jokes any more or less funny. I think they're funny. I will laugh at my own jokes. But yeah, in no way am I meaning to offend you or say anything about you as a person, because like you are a whole ass human being who is not defined by a video game that you play occasionally. You know what I mean? That would be freaking ridiculous. And yeah, so I hope that makes things clear. Just by the way. The best way to tone down an edgy OC is to make a straight man character to rein them in. I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, like, why tone them down, though? Make them edgier. Why tone them down? Who cares if they're edgy? Unless you care, because then, obviously, you know, make the changes that you see fit in making. Go crazy. Be edgy. Be, like, cringe-worthy edgy. Who cares? And if somebody does care, that means they have way too much time on their hands. And they need you to just leave you alone. Like, that's stinky. Don't let stinky people, like, ruin your life. Or make you feel bad. Caring in this economy? I know. Who has like the energy to care about what someone's OC is and like how cringy they are? That's so much energy that I just do not have. It's so much easier just to love OCs. A furball is sitting next to me. Picture sure it didn't happen, sorry. I have a hard time believing that. I'm gonna need to see photos of the furball. Sorry, thank you. Cat tax, that's how it is. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them to my benefit. Football? Are people, throwing around the old pigskin today? What do you mean, football? Do like I did and post an image so powerful it breaks computers. That sounds like a weird way of saying that you've created a virus in the form of an image. My picture is so powerful, I bet you can't click on it and open up this exe file. I swear it's just the picture of my cat. Wink wink. It's so powerful. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, didn't color the inside of the ear. That's problematic. There we go. And did I miss any spots? A little bit here and there. Anywhere else? Yes. Sorry, I'm just checking because I know that there's a lot of holes in this one. Normally, I don't care too much. Okay, that looks pretty good. I got the freckles, I got everything else. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. I don't know, should I do it quickly or should I go totally ham? Let's do a little bit of both. Go chicken instead. All right. If you say so. Go ham and cheese. So, at my bakery, we used to make croissants. Like every bakery, I'm sure. But we had like ham and Swiss croissants, and people went nuts for them. They would buy so many of them that we would have like a group of people who would only come in just for the ham and Swiss croissants. And that was so funny to me. Because it was just literally like a croissant, but we put some ham in it and then charged more. Like that was it. So it's just really funny to see like groups of people that would come in and be like, do you still have ham and Swiss croissants? Do you still have the ham and cheese? And it would be like every day. It was just so funny. I have so many like baking stories too, of like every day there would be this woman who would come in and ask for just one slice of bread. And she would insist on it being from a new loaf. So we called her Bread Lady, and she would just buy one slice of bread every day. Like no matter what. And so we got super excited about her, like in the bakery. We were like, oh my god, Bread Lady's coming today. And so we would like prep her loaf for her and like make sure it's the one that she wanted for that day. And it was just really nice and wholesome. She was really cool. I liked Bread Lady. Yes, one bread. So it might not seem like it all the time, but like bakeries really pay attention to you and like what you order and when you order, and like you could turn into a legend, like how Bread Lady turned into a legend for us, and like you just might not even know it. I don't know, I think that's really cool that you can have just this huge impact based off of one thing that you order. I don't think I'm doing this very well. So let me try a different way. It disturbs my plans for a peaceful life. No. Why? How does that disturb your plan for a peaceful life? What do vampires do on Christmas? I eat lots of baked goods. I will cook a ham. Vampires are just like normal people. It's just that some of us need to drink a lot of blood. It happens. Like sometimes y'all get anemic and you need blood. I get it. That's just like me all the time though. I totally understand. When I was a kid, I used to get, just completely seriously, not in character. I used to be a really anemic kid. I have some weird blood nonsense. I don't really know what it is, but like my blood can't hold iron or sugar very well. So I have what's called non-diabetic hypoglycemia, which means that my blood sugar is like constantly low on sugar. So oftentimes, like, I'll get really sick, I'll go to the doctor, and they'll be like, go home, eat, like, some candy. Keep some candy in your pocket. And I'm just like, yes, sir, like, say less. Um, but yeah, like, as a kid, I used to get sick all the time because I was just an anemic little sucker. And, growing up, that has affected me, the anemia has affected me less, which is really interesting. So like, does anyone else have that experience? Like when you were a little kid, you were like sick a lot, but when you got older, like just, oh, I guess my blood's better in that regard now, like, oops, I'm fixed. I remember the very first time when I got diagnosed with non-diabetic hypoglycemia, the doctor literally told me to go home and drink a pop or a soda or whatever you guys call it. And I thought that was so funny that I like wrote my mom and I was like, they prescribed me with drinking soda. Mom, it's so funny. She didn't think it was very funny, but I thought it was great. So yeah, what I was experiencing at that time was I was at work. So like working in a really hot environment. And like, you know, when you work next to a huge oven for hours and hours and hours a day, you get really dehydrated. So I always would stay on top of my hydration. But there was one day where my manager came in and he goes, Kai, you look like you're pale as hell. Like you look like you're sick. And I'm like, yeah, I feel kind of woozy. And he goes, well, are you drinking water? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, go home, go see a doctor. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I got to go home. And the next morning, I went to the doctor's, a walk-in clinic, and they tested my blood. Now, when you eat breakfast, and you are non-diabetic, you're just the average person, you probably sit around a blood glucose level of like 90 to 100. I think 100 is like kind of high, but still pretty normal. Correct me if I'm wrong, individuals who know more about blood. I had eaten breakfast, and so I was sitting at, I think it was 68. So I have to eat and do more sugar stuff than the average person, and obviously I need to be more careful about that. So I have to be a really boring adult and like watch my intakes like crazy. But yeah, so for those of you who are like 68, what does that mean? If you are in like the low 60s, you are comatose. Like that's just not enough glucose or sugar in your blood to like exist and be awake. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I just put more sugar into my diet, and it's really hard to be like healthy and eat a whole bunch of sugar. So like I just have to be really careful with how much I eat and what I do. But yeah, that's like one of the weird things about me that I got going on. Does eating salty stuff mess you up? I don't think so. That's a very interesting question. I don't think so. I think I really like salty stuff, so like, psh, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think salty stuff does anything to me. Why do you ask? All questions are good questions, no questions are silly. Also, I think like a lot of people do have some form of hypoglycemia because I've met a whole bunch of people who like explain to me that they feel like they get panic attacks a lot. But and then I'll ask like, "Oh, what did you eat today?" They will go, "I have not eaten yet today." And it's like, "Bro, just you gotta eat something. I know you're not feeling very well. Let's go get lunch." And then they'll tell me later on that they are feeling better. So like, I think a lot of people are not getting appropriate amounts of sugar in their diet. This is me being an armchair doctor, so excuse me. I have 2 art degrees, so like, you know, obviously this doesn't apply to literally everybody ever. But I think a lot of people will have like bouts of what feels like a panic attack without like the normal triggers of a panic attack, or they'll feel like really tired and sleepy or suddenly very dizzy. You gotta eat something. We live in a society that really demonizes sugar, and for good fucking reason, right? Sugar sucks for you. Sugar sucks for the majority of people, but there are people out there who will literally avoid all sugars, and then they get really sick and they wonder why. Eat sugar in moderation, please. Take care of yourself. Your brain needs sugar to exist and be sweet and cool and smart. So yeah, that's my medical advice. The worst shit is nervo pains. Oh my god. Okay, what are nervo pains? Pain caused by stress. Oh, okay, hold up. I'm a very stressed individual, and I often complain about like random pains. Usually it's like headaches or like pseudo headaches. Um, but I never once thought that it could be stress related. So, from your experience, what would you describe as a nervo pain, and when like do you go get it checked out? I'm a bit caught up playing with friends. Is it cool if you give him a blush? Sure. If I forget, yell at me. I know you're playing with friends, but I might forget. I'll try to yell at you. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Is that you're going to yell at me. Love that. Are you thinking of doing a third pick today? It's not really whether or not like I'm thinking of doing it. I'm going to guess that if I do a third picture, it would be something really, really small, and that no one would like lose points for it. My big thing is I have like 2 rules when I stream. One, that when I end stream is when I should end stream, because I like drawing, right? So I have a hard time telling myself when to stop drawing. And you guys probably, if you've watched me for a while, you will go, yeah, that makes sense. But I have like a really hard time telling myself when to stop. So that rule is for me and my safety, because like I need to go eat, and I need to go, I don't know, pee and be a human. And if I just draw until I feel like I'm done drawing, I will literally draw myself to death. I'm like a Labrador retriever that just wants to eat everything. I will eat until I throw up, you know what I mean? But like art-wise. So like, yeah. That's my first rule. Thank you. And my second one is I want to put like a lot of effort into the characters that I draw, because these are your guys' characters. Some of them are like literally your babies. So I don't want to half-ass something in order to save time or to move on to another drawing or anything like that. I want to feel good about what I've done that day. Because if I feel good, then you feel good, right? Hopefully, generally. So yeah, all this to say, I don't really plan out how many that I do. It just kind of happens. Yeah, stress makes you really sick, huh? Um, I, just to add on to the list of things that are wrong with me, um, or the list of medical quirks that I have, I'm so quirky. Um, I have a compromised immune system. So that means that there are certain foods that I have to avoid. There are certain situations that I have to avoid. I get sick a lot. And certain sicknesses will put me in the hospital, which is so fun. I wear a lot of masks. Which of course, like I have a very conservative family. They hate that. They understand, right? Because they housed me for a very long time. They understand why I do it. They just still hate it. Yeah, just asthma things. Yeah, so unironically, my compromised immune system there is literally caused by medicines that I took when I was a kid to combat asthma. Like holy shit, what a trade-off, right? So yeah, when I was a kid, I had to take experimental steroids, which totally doesn't mess you up. But it wound up giving me a compromised immune system, which I'm still very grateful for the fact that they had medicine for me that I could take. But like, oh my god, it sucks. um, Wear a mask versus get illness. Yeah, I mean, it's just that like if I wear a mask, people will generally now assume that it's because like I am sick. Obviously, I don't want to spread anything to other people. Wearing a mask will somewhat protect me. I'll take any level of protection I could possibly get. So yeah, shit's hard, man. It's a tough time. But that's also like why I vibe with the idea of being a vampire. Because like I don't go outside a whole lot. Hashtag vampire. Hashtag just vampire things. I have to avoid like getting sunburned. I have to avoid like large crowds of people, uh, stuff like that. And if I do, like I would like to go to a convention, and do art at conventions and stuff. That's still like a dream of mine. I'd like to do it next year, maybe. Um, and so then like I can actually meet people and sign stuff but anyway, I would have to sanitize literally everything all the time. Oh, people are gonna think I'm so weird. So like, fuck, I don't know. Do I just embrace being weird? And people are just like, yeah, that's the germ girl. Like, don't touch her. Like, shit, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Conventions are sickness hotspots. And like people generally don't practice good hygiene at conventions or before conventions or anything. Conventions and hygiene, they don't really work well together. But it's still an experience that I want to do. And if I get sick from it, you know what? I live next to a hospital. I'll probably be okay. But so like to those of you who were around last year, there was a situation where I was streaming and I suddenly like fell really, really ill and had to go to the hospital. Literally on stream. That was so fucking embarrassing. But yeah, like I was just chilling, doing like anniversary stream stuff. It was on my stream anniversary. And then like I just suddenly realized that I wasn't feeling very hot. And I thought it was heat stroke. A lot of people thought it was heat stroke because it was really hot out. But turns out, nope, I was allergic to a virus that I'd picked up. and it had like a weird effect on me, I guess. So I had to go to the hospital, and I had a fever of, it was 103, 103.2 or something like that. Um, that was really shitty. And that was really scary. And I felt so bad because I was in the middle of a stream doing like people's art and stuff. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I've had a couple times where I've actually had an allergic reaction to like a sickness that I've gotten, which is very strange. Um, I react weird to sicknesses, and so when I got to the hospital, literally like a doctor looked at me and they're like, "So we don't know what's wrong with you or why you have a fever. So I guess like you just had a weird reaction to the virus. Sometimes people are allergic to viruses." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And he goes, "Yeah, you can go home now. You're probably fine." Like, oh man, that sucked. And then eventually my fever went down. But, oh, it was weird. I didn't feel like I had a fever either. And that was, like, equally strange. Oh no, you guys have an ad! Ew, I'm sorry. There was another point in my life, um, where I woke up and I had, like, spots all over me. Like an allergic reaction kind of spots. And I was horrified. I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? Do I have bed bugs? Oh my god. I try to keep such like a clean area where I live, so I was like horrified by the idea that I might have like bugs in my room. Oh my god. And so I went to the doctor, and they asked me if I had been around children lately. And I'm like, "Ooh, no, I live like super by myself. I don't live near children." That's, no offense, it's a little cringe. Like, um, but yeah, they said I had allergic pityriasis rosacea, which basically means I got funky spots because I had an allergic reaction to something, and they pinned it on a virus. Like, huh? Um, so yeah, apparently you can get allergic to viruses, which is interesting. So yeah, those are my crazy stories. I've had a lot of weird medical stories happen to me. But what about you guys? What's the weirdest medical story that you guys have that you feel like you are okay with sharing? I don't want you to tell me a story about the time that your like butt exploded. Like, you know, make sure it's like safe to listen to. Crazy medical stories within reason. One time my butt exploded. I just warned you guys. I'm allergic to tobacco. Ooh, okay. Do you mean like literally tobacco, or do you mean like smoke? Because that's so interesting. How did you learn that? Because if it's smoke, then me too, which is interesting. Also sucks because one of the people in my house smokes, so I'm constantly like fucking sick. Yay! Um, Basically someone smoking near me. Me too. Hey, we're sick friends. Nice. I'm sorry. That's a really bad one. And of course, like if you're out in public, right, and someone starts smoking next to you, as soon as you say like, "Hey, I'm allergic to smoke," they look at you like you just asked them to like pull their pants down. They look like you've somehow insulted them beyond reason. And sometimes they get really unruly and kind of violent, or like, "You can stand somewhere else." It's like, I kind of can't. I can't really stand anywhere else. I'm waiting for the bus. Like, oh man. But yeah, hopefully your allergy gets better with age and not gets worse with age. But you know, the human body do crazy things, do be a little crazy. Sheepish Gadget says, "My craziest medical experience is that within the first few hours of my birth, I got chicken pox." No, that's so shitty. I'm so sorry. On the bright side, you can't like catch that version of chickenpox again. There are only like, I don't know, 6 strains of chickenpox. So that's kind of, I mean, it's shitty, but that's kind of cool. Although you do have a higher risk of like shingles, I think, when you get older, which sucks. So, you know, you've got that to look forward to. That's kind of cool. Excuse me, I was like cough, laugh into the mic. I had a chronic runny nose till I was 12. How did they diagnose that? Are they just like, damn, this kid's got a crazy nose. Look at it go. If only there was something we could do about it. Like, was it like allergic rhinitis? Like, what is it? I spent so long on that leg, yo, and I don't know if I'm really feeling it. My brother got shingles when he was 16. Oh no! Shingles really hurts. At least that's what I've been told. I haven't had shingles. I'm not looking forward to when I get older and your risk for shingles suddenly like skyrockets once you hit like 50, I think. Yay! That's gonna suck. Let's see. I'm curious, did you guys actually end up getting COVID? I remember how much I panicked about it, but I never ended up having it. Yeah, I can't say that I got COVID, but our one of our roommates got COVID, and she did not care. She didn't care at all, which was horrifying to me. And so we had to explain to her, like, hey, please don't leave your room. We will feed you. You work remote anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, she was like all up in my stuff, and I was really fucking scared. So yeah, we went through the full COVID testing and everything. I never wound up getting COVID. I thought I got COVID, but was unable to test for it, so I can't like go around saying that I got COVID. But our roommate got it, and she almost had to go to the hospital, which was awesome. Which was so cool. Sarcasm, by the way. But yeah, COVID doesn't play around. How does it feel to not taste anything? She still can't taste stuff. But she also smokes, so who knows if she was ever able to taste things to begin with. She explains that everything kind of feels like you're chewing hay, and it's really annoying. Which, that sounds a lot like hell. I would not want that. But I don't know. She likes eating like chicken nuggets and stuff now, which I don't know, that sounds okay. Like that sounds, you know, workable, I guess. But yeah, she's not happy about it. Very clearly. I imagine it's a lot like when you get a cold and you can't like taste stuff because your nose is like clogged. I heard that if you eat some intense taste, if a fruit can help you. I don't know. She's a bit reserved when it comes to like tasting things. So like, for example, we'll try to get her to eat some curry, and she won't eat curry because she doesn't like curry. She's never had curry, but she says she doesn't like it. So it's like one of those types of people. She doesn't want to try new stuff. And you know what? She doesn't fucking have to. But I think it would help her if she tried out some new stuff. Maybe just old tastes are not super great for her right now, you know? But she's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. If she wants to try something new, then we'll help her do that. I love cooking crazy new stuff. So, yeah. If I lost my taste, I'd eat a whole lemon. If I lost my taste, I would be so depressed. I would be so genuinely upset. Like, I don't know how I'd handle myself. Um, I genuinely think that I would like have to go and like talk to somebody about it. Taste is such an important part of my life. I don't really eat a whole lot, but taste is still like, man, I don't know what I'd do without it. I would rather lose touch than lose taste. Like that's how high I regard this. Oh my god. But yeah, if I lost taste, outside going and trying treatments and trying to get help and maybe even like therapy, I don't know what I'd do. I guess I would make it like a party trick. Like, check it out, I'm gonna eat this whole pepper that tastes really nasty. Bam, easy, and everyone goes, oh, crazy, she ate it like she couldn't taste it. And I'll go, they don't know. Haha. My secret. I think that's the best that you can do though. Is to just make as much of light of it as possible. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah. So earlier, like, I don't know, a while ago, maybe hours ago, someone asked me if I had played any games lately. And I have. I have been playing a lot of Lethal Company as of late. And it's quite fun. Oh, you did? Well, shit. Excuse me while I ignore you for like basically an hour and then remember that you did in fact ask me a question. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Lethal Company as of late and it's been really fun. Your clip made me buy it? No way. My clip's really goofy. I have like 2 instances where it's just like so embarrassing. Just my death. My death and happenstances. It's just so goofy. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a great way to play with your friends and just like vibe. It's not a very serious game, but if you want to, you can take it like wildly seriously. And I have a lot of respect for a game that can be that versatile. I did watch other videos, but yours was the initial one that... Aw, thank you! That's very kind of you, thank you. Yeah, the proximity chat is so funny, and like... The character or creature design, excuse me, is very well done. It's entertaining, it's goofy, you always feel like you're learning something new. Yeah, I really like it. Ooh, I don't draw Sonics, but I made an attempt. Oh my god! Yo, he looks so good! Ooh. Hold on, please copy and paste so I'm not like a maniac. Hold on, please. Did it not copy and paste? Oh, it's huge! The image is so big! Okay. Come on, computer. I believe in you. You're a gaming PC. You've dealt with more. Yes! Yo, this is my boy. He looks great. Wow, Piglin! I love the way you did the little floofs. The little insides of the ears are so nicely done. I love your line art. It's so expressive. Look how thick this babe is. God damn. I also really like how you did his nose. This is way cuter than like how I drew it. I really like this. Very nicely done. I like the pose too. That's so cool. Onto the fridge, please. Piglin, this is beautiful. Holy shit. God, I really like the way you did the eyes. It's so simple. You just have the eye, a single line down for the pupil, and then you have your shading that crosses over, maybe with multiply. That's so good. And I love the painterliness of this. God damn. the eye shines? I don't even think it needs it. Honestly, this looks really good. Piglin, thank you. Thank you for drawing my boy. That's that's my character Draft the Bat. He is a designer, and he communicates mostly using a little notepad, and he draws pictures in. I really like him. I think I don't know, he's an interesting little guy. He doesn't like talking too much, and he's a Honduran white bat, which are these little tiny baby white bats that are super cute. Thank you for putting it onto the fridge. I appreciate it. And seriously, Piglin Arts, thank you. Thank you for that. Onto the fridge. I wish Discord was able to like have more thematic chat rooms, I guess, is what I would call it. Because I'd really like to have an actual like fridge. That would be so funny to me. Like you just go into that channel and it's actually just like a fridge. Like a really shittily done in Blender like fridge. I would like that very much. Maybe someday. Let's see, outside Lethal Company, I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm, which is my favorite MOBA. I'd say probably my favorite game that's like a multiplayer game right now. Like obviously I like Apex Legends, but I really don't play Apex very much. I do play a lot of Heroes of the Storm. So yeah, I like Heroes of the Storm quite a bit. I wish the game were bigger / more popular. But like League of Legends obviously beats it out very handily. And so like people will come in to Heroes of the Storm expecting it to be like League of Legends. Oh, whoops. Or expecting it like, oh man, I'm Silver 5 in League of Legends, so Heroes of the Storm is going to be really easy. And then they realize that Heroes of the Storm is very team-based, and they get thrown off and kind of slapped around a little bit by team aspects and like different game mechanics. So it's like actually a really different game. I like it a lot. Like I love it a whole bunch. Team-based games make me very happy when they are also well executed. I think Heroes of the Storm is pretty well executed. The good pie! Thank you, I really appreciate that. Welcome! Thank you for the compliment, my gosh. And thank you for the follow. Seriously, thank you so much. Kai, have you ever thought about holding modded Lethal Company mods? I mentioned it earlier today. I played with a couple people last night on the many players mod. It allows up to 18 players, I think. One of the issues is that if I have a whole bunch of people in a server and I stream it, right? There's no guarantee that everyone's gonna be cool. Do you know what I mean? More Company or a different one? I actually don't know the name of it. Because I was given the exe files and I was like, yes, I will download these zip files and not question. So that one. I know More Company can do 32. I don't know. I would ask Dat Otter if he were here. He's the guy who gave me the mod. But it worked great, so I don't know, it was great. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I can't guarantee that everyone would be cool and like not say slurs, which I know sounds dumb, right? But I can't guarantee it. So I feel a little nervous having like a whole bunch of people that perhaps I just don't know in reality, right? In the same space. Because I want everybody to feel like welcomed, right? But I also don't want people to accidentally say a slur on my stream and then suddenly I lose like my job. You know? So like the so I would need to find some way to have a bunch of people, have people maybe be vetted but I don't know. Like it's a big thing. So if I'm streaming Lethal Company, um, I am going to start off with doing my own personal smaller group first, and then we can work out ways to do the larger games. Because this is something that we need to like think about and see if people are even interested in doing um, before I like start thinking about how to bring in a whole bunch of people. I hope that makes sense. It's just a really, really big concern. I don't want people to get hurt. I also don't want to get hurt. So it's not entirely a selfless endeavor. It's definitely, a little level of selfishness in there. And I know a whole bunch of people are going to come in and be like, you can trust me, don't worry. But they accidentally like let it rip. Like, no, I can't. I can't. I can't risk it. So yeah. I think the 10 people one shows up in Leave a Company list, so I assume it's a different mod. Yeah, we can do more than 10. I know that part. But yeah, I don't know. Best to be careful. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I would love to like live in a world where that wasn't a possibility of happening. But yeah, unfortunately, we do live in a society. It's a wonderful society, but it's also a not so wonderful society. Like every society. Ooh, I'm almost done. And then we get to go on to the crazy parts of shading. I also really want to stream Osu. I'm very much into Osu. I really like Osu. I think you guys might be interested in Osu, but I need to get better at Osu before I stream it. I'm really not very good at it. Eventually someday I'll be an Osu god. You play Osu? I do. I do. What about Osumania? Yeah, that's actually what I play, is Osumania. But I'm still at a point where I'm having difficulty with 3-star songs. I haven't played in like a long time, seriously. So like that's where I am right now, and I think that's a bit of a painful place to be. I need to be able to consistently do 3 stars, and then I think I can stream. But like Osu's fucking hard, man. Yeah, I don't really like Friday Night Funkin'. It doesn't have the level of response that Osu has. Which is fine. It's like a different game on a fundamental level. But like the level of like moderation and customizability in Friday Night Funkin' is so sick. And like the different gimmicks are really cool, and yeah, I like that more sterile, I guess, gameplay that Osumania offers. I hate calling it sterile, but like that's what it is. But yeah, I played a ton of Osu. So if you guys are into Osu and want to, I don't know, have me watch your games at some point, you can add me on Osu. I think I'm well, let me link my PPY. I think it's still like under my old name. I've never played Osu before. I bet you could. I bet you could definitely play Osu on any computer. I've played Osu on like literally the shittiest computer I have available to me. So like, yeah. Here's my Osu account. I guess it's been a little tiny bit of a while since I've like actually like really played. But yeah, which you can see on there. But yeah, if you ever want to add me on there. If I see you online, I might watch you play. I'm sorry. Try not to be too embarrassed. You could watch me play and then I will fumble and mess up because I'm nervous. It's a great experience. But yeah, also like Inferno Fox, Osu is free, which is very cool. So yeah, you can go try it out. I bet you could play it. So if you go onto that website that I just linked, it will show you like where to download Osu, how to download Osu, how to customize whatever you got going on. You can literally put all of your own art into your like skins. You can skin the whole game yourself. I of course have like some really cute anime girls. My skin features Hibiki-chan, which is like this little gamer girl. She's sick. She gets really upset whenever I do bad. It's awesome. Big 10 out of 10. You know what else is free? A lot of stuff, actually. Oh my god. Fell right into that. Bravo. What's Osu Laser? Is it mobile? Maybe it's mobile? I don't know what Osu Laser is. So that sounds like a question for Google. Playing Osu with a laser. Of course! How could I have thought it was anything else? So that's what these lasers are for. Alright, I tried my best to make this look like kind of fluffy. I don't know how successful it is, but it's there. Okay. Now we do this. We have our darker version. Let's do this. Apparently it's also on PC. I don't know anything about it. I have no idea. I can't like recommend it or the opposite of recommend it. But if you want to try out new stuff, then go for it. Let's do some blues up here and maybe a little bit of purple and pink as well. Oh yeah, that looks really quite nice. Okay. That looks pretty good. I think there are some issues like up here with the hair. I think it needs to be lightened up. So I'm gonna take just an eraser and go up there. go. I wrote a story about why Scorch is at your bakery. What is the story? What is the gist of the story? Because I too would like to know. I have like a whole bunch of lore about like why some people are at my bakery and like why some people aren't at my bakery. I think it's really funny. Um, but yeah, like my main lore about why I have people working at my bakery is that either they owe me things or I'm so poor that I literally can't hire people. So they like help me out with like volunteering, which I think is very funny. I owe Kai a lot. It makes it seem like you have some terrible debt to me. Kai, what are your thoughts about snow? So, growing up, I didn't have access to snow. It just literally never snowed where I used to live, which was in Northern California. There's a section in Northern California where the conditions make it impossible for it to snow, which is just very interesting, I think. So until I moved to Canada, I had literally never experienced snow. So when I got to Canada and it was all snowy, I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest. And then I had to go to work in the snow and drive in the snow and exist in the snow and shovel snow and I don't like snow very much anymore. Uh, it's hard to move around in. I think it's very pretty. I think it sounds amazing when you're wearing the right stuff. It's great. And when you're not doing any of that, it sucks. Snow sucks. I hope that answers your question, at least a little bit. It was cool as a kid, but when you're an adult and you try to have to, and you have to do daily stuff, you beg for it to just go away. Yeah. This is why I really like rain. I have loved rain ever since I was a kid. I think driving in rain is fine. Obviously sometimes it really sucks because man, it'll calm down. But yeah, rain is just like a nice version of snow. It sounds nice too. Like rain and snow both sound great when falling. I love the sound of just weather. Okay, that looks all right. I like the little bit of green over here because I'm referring it back to his eyes. Tomac, would you like to hear the lore I have as to why what and where the academy came from? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go for it. Let's see. Scorch is there as a punishment from the other gods. It's not that bad to work at a bakery. It is hard. It is genuinely really hard work to work at a bakery. And if anyone ever tells you like, oh yeah, working at a bakery is so easy, it's like all you have to do is mix some stuff. The mixer does everything. No, 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 no. They're lying to you in order to get you to come work with them because they need help. Working at a bakery is so hard. Which is fine, you know. What job isn't hard? But yeah, baking is genuinely really difficult. It takes a lot of muscle, which a lot of people are not familiar with the idea of. Not of using muscle, but of bakers having to be pretty swole. So yeah, it's I don't know, it's a little difficult. That's pretty much it. Baking hard. You gotta know how to carry a whole bunch of stuff. And like memorizing recipes, memorizing techniques. You have to do a whole bunch of research before you even like get the job. And then there's training and understanding what to do in like panic situations, because sometimes your baking stuff does not work out and you might start a fire. So yeah, baking, kind of a dangerous job actually, but also really cool and very rewarding. You learn a lot of stuff from being a baker. Like I have very interesting life skills now because I was a baker. Okay, that looks all right. I want to do some eye shines. And since I'm slightly ahead of schedule, I can doodle some characters in like the last moments of stream. I think that'd be kind of fun. But I want to put 100% into this and finish this first. So we'll see. Maybe I get super caught up doing this. Who knows? Kai baking stream when? I would love to do a baking stream. I have discussed this with several people in my household, and they're okay with me doing a baking stream too. But I think I need a different kitchen setup, and I'm like not allowed to touch the kitchen currently, which is great. I love that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move out before I do a baking stream. That way I can have like a really good setup and do everything I need to do. I would like to do it like binging with Babish style, where you guys don't see my face, but you can like see my hands and I get to gesture like a crazy Italian. I love that. I think Babish is so freaking funny. Moving out stream when? I'm sure it'll happen. It might happen sooner rather than later. Mamma mia. Basically, some people love your food, and then they suggest why not have a bakery there, and said that you can design the bakery and want anything from the convenience store. No. But if you really want to get me something, sorry. But if you really want to get me something, get a weird candy. But something really small. I don't want like a huge thing. Get a weird candy. Let chat pick something? Okay. Alright. Chat. Pickles? Okay, well hold on. We actually have a lot of pickles. But okay, help me pick something from the convenience store. I think it's like a 7-Eleven type deal. Vanilla Coke? We don't have that in Canada. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to choose something different. That one's a rarity. It's actually like illegal to be sold in Canada or something. So can't do cherry Coke or vanilla Coke. Can't do that one. I know. You picked like the one thing. Donuts. Ah, what kind of donuts? I don't think they have like real donuts. They have like the real donuts, she says. They have the like little Debbie donuts, kind of. Get a bowl of melted chocolate and dip spicy Doritos in it. He said one thing. One thing. I can't believe he said let you guys pick. You guys are so gonna be so indecisive. I can't choose, but you guys choose. Okay. What about gingerbread? Do they have gingerbread at convenience stores? Is that a thing? Okay. I think yeah, they definitely have the little donuts. That's true. Pickle milk. I don't think that I don't think that exists at convenience stores. Do we want to look at like what convenience store stuff we can buy? Let's see. Circle K. What do they sell? Circle K shopping? How do our products? Okay. I'll stream this. Okay. Let me make sure I can actually like show up or show off what they have. They don't, oh my god, they don't have a list? Bro, that's so dumb. Do y'all have blue Fanta? I don't know. How about root beer? Do you like root beer? I love root beer. What the fuck? Why can't I show off products? They have everything behind a paywall. God damn it. All right, whatever. Okay, I do like root beer. I think root beer is really delicious. Deselect and I will once a year go and try like some random new root beer that we find and like pretend it's like a wine tasting event, which I think is very funny. Sometimes the root beer really sucks, but sometimes it doesn't suck. So it's a lot of fun. But what is blue Fanta? The blush and the boy. I know, I'm not done yet. Blush goes on top. But still, thank you for reminding me. That's very good. Rube beer tasting. Yes. It's two rubes drinking root beer. That's it. Blue Fanta smells so good, but it's so sweet. Fanta is, it's like a soda pop, right? I've literally never had Fanta. Is Fanta like normal Fanta good? Don't dot me. Okay. What about snacks? What about snacks? Better than Jaffa? I don't know what a Jaffa is. I know what a Jaffa cake is, but I don't think that's the same thing. She needs to try Fanta? Okay. I can have that be my choice from the 7-Eleven, like the Canadian 7-Eleven. Because that kind of sounds interesting. If you guys recommend Fanta, then I'll see if you can pick it up. From Heartwall? Heartwall? Well, I definitely don't have a Heartwall. But okay, let me send Deselect a text that says Fanta, and if there's a blue variant, blue Fanta. Fanta, blue Fanta, if available. Okay. I will try Fanta or blue Fanta, whichever one he can find. I'll post a picture of whatever he winds up bringing home from the store. Caramel chocolate? Ooh, that's not bad at all. That shit's so good. Caramel is actually so stupid delicious. So, you know how the United States is like, yeah, we have the best junk food and the best whatever. The United States doesn't have fucking caramel. It's tragic, really. Actually, just real life tragedy. That looks okay. I didn't know caramel was a thing. Oh ho ho. It's like, is it Cadbury? What the fuck is caramel? I actually don't know. Hold on. As an American looking in, is it Cadbury? Yeah. So, you know Cadbury chocolate and how it slaps like unreasonably hard? Imagine a big bar of Cadbury chocolate, but then like with caramel inside it. It's really freaking good. It's like actually so good. And then you have like a caramel bar and like, oh fuck. It's like a huge fucking thing. It's really good. Very 10 out of 10. That looks alright. We need to do a little bit of color correction, but we'll deal with that later. Hey Crappy Pig, how's it going? How are you, Crepa, going? What's the little swirl on the tail? Oh, that's highlight. It's highlight. If you don't want it there, I can get rid of it. But yeah, it's highlight. Alright, let's do some pinks, I think. You don't mind it? Okay. And then in the middle we can have a little bit of orange, I think. Highlight stays on. It's really funny. Oh, that's too dark. That's better. And I only really want that yellow like mixing with the pink to create this nice little peachy. I don't want it mixing and creating green because green I don't think has a place here. Green can go home. Except for maybe like a very small amount of green for interest, but generally speaking, I don't really want a whole lot of green. Green is like my favorite color. I think it's a really versatile color. I think it's really nice. I am warming up to blue and blues. I think blue is like a fantastic high tier color, which is interesting to me because for a long time I really didn't care too much about blue. I thought it was kind of boring, a little blasé. But yeah, blue has like crazy amounts of versatility, and I really enjoy it. Woo! Damn, okay. That's kind of cool looking. What about this? That's a little softer, I kind of dig it. Ah, yeah, okay. I like this. Let's tone it down just a smidge here in the face. And I want the blue of the pants to be there and not desaturate too much. I like the tail. I think the tail is very interesting looking. Okay, that looks really quite nice. And now let's add a little bit of a blush. I'm gonna take just a pink highlight here, put that on top. Think, ooh, no, not that. What about, that's not bad. I think I'm just gonna do normal and then blur it just a little bit. And then lighten it up. There. Now it feels a bit like it's sitting on top, a little glowy, I think. I love how colorful your recent pieces have been. Super inspiring. Thank you. I've been trying really stinking hard to do something that I feel is expressive and visually interesting, and something that also doesn't like break my butt, if that makes sense. It's really easy to go overboard with your art. But the downside to that is if you go overboard, everyone is going to want like a piece of this overboard art. And it's really hard to be consistent and also go overboard constantly. It's also really exhausting to do that. So I feel like I'm trying to find a good balance between me going ham and having a really good time and being expressive with my art, and also something that is replicatable and can be different per character, if that makes sense. So if I have a character that's like super outgoing and really poppy versus a character that's really quite soft and soft spoken, I don't want to use a really crazy dynamic look for the character that's really soft spoken because it doesn't speak the same language that the character speaks. So I'm trying to find something that I can do that works for both. That's really hard, and I'm just experimenting. So far, I've really been enjoying it. Like a lot, like way more than I thought I would enjoy it. And I get to like call back to older pieces of artwork that I've done that people have really enjoyed, and I get to like kind of try to bring that level of crazy color back into my work. Which is, I think, why a lot of people followed my work originally, like a long, long, long time ago. Um, So if I can bring that back, then man, I win. You know? So yeah, I'm going ham trying new stuff, and I'm really glad that a lot of people like it. I had somebody recently tell me that they didn't like it, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of like hurt my feelings. Like they're like, "Yeah, I would really like to commission you, but your art style changed recently and I hate it." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay. That's that's cool. I'll talk to you later." Yeah, it definitely hurt. But like, everybody is entitled to an opinion as long as they aren't like mean about it. Yeah, they did ask for the old style and I don't I don't want to. You know what I mean? I feel like this is something that speaks to me, and doing like an older style, I feel almost like it defeats me a little bit. Um I would rather like push forward and reference old style than just like literally go back to it, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, I wanna push forward with what I do. Let's do a nice like purple. Maybe a little more into the gray to help the character pop. No, too gray, too gray. That's not bad. I think right here is a problematic area. It has too much color, not enough contrast. Do you guys see this here? Like now that we've zoomed out and we're looking at the character, this hand looks a little strange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try something. So excuse me while I try. I'm going to push this back with a little bit of purple here. Just on top. Maybe slightly different color. That's not bad. That's not... Ooh. Actually, that's kind of cool. You're really good at colors despite being colorblind? Thank you. I don't... Whenever somebody says that, there's like this little like demon in my head that goes, "They're lying." It looks like really monotone gray. And I'm just like, no, it can't be. They're just trying to make you feel better. Don't believe them. Thank you. It helps to do... I hate saying this, but it genuinely helps that I do digital art, and I can look at the numbers that I'm doing, and I can look that it says like, this is green. Like, it helps out a lot, trust me. I think this is still a problem area. I will tackle it, but I think that did help. Just a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. I wanted to stay up until the end of the stream, but I'm falling asleep. Get your sleep. Go sleep. Enjoy. Enjoy your rest. I'll see you next time. I used to be really offended when people would tell me that my stream is putting them to sleep. I'd be like, go watch a different stream then. I'm so boring. But then someone took the time to explain it to me, that they like felt really relaxed. And I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. That's really nice. Thank you. So now whenever somebody says like that they're feeling sleepy, I just feel really warm and like fuzzy. Like, aw, thanks. Get some sleep though, please. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that. Like, genuinely. I would like to be relaxing. I don't want to be like loud and in your face. And I know sometimes I am. That's something that I would like to work on and rather have it be like pacing for a stream rather than like all of my content is me yelling and screaming to try to, I don't know, rein in children. Like I don't want that. Like my birthday stream, which by the way, thank you guys for coming by, saying hi, making my birthday super wonderful. That was really hard to keep up that level of chaos the entire time. Because again, like I'm like that Labrador retriever and I have a really hard time figuring out where like the okay boundaries are, which I think some of you guys figured out midway stream that I'm really bad at figuring that out. But yeah, I want to keep like a good, pretty wholesome stream with like maybe very small amounts of loudness. I don't want to be boring, but I just don't want to be in your face. And that's hard. That's really hard to do. I don't get how like big streamers do it. I mean, obviously practice, right? Practice and understanding your audience and whatnot. And like really working behind the scenes to create content that is special for that day or whatever. But man, that is so hard to do. Your streams are goofy and calming? Thank you. That's good. Thank you. That was perfect. Okay, that looks pretty good. What is up? You guys can't like... Oh man. You guys can't just like not throw things at me for hours and then suddenly like, oh right, we're supposed to be violent. Hee-ah! So mean. Can we just have a clown horn redeem? Would you want it instead of a honk? Or would you want it as its own separate little special babe? You'd want both? Okay. I'll think about it. I would need more clown horn noises. Like a whole lot more. If you think you can supply me with that, then I'm in. But I'm gonna need a lot of clown horn noises. Like at least 10. Kai, I have a genius idea. What's your genius idea, genius? Gotta go? Alright, I'll see you later, Zaki. Thanks for being here. Okay, that looks pretty good. 10 clown horn noises, and one Krusty the Clown laugh. Ew, no. Blech. I can't okay. Am I alone in thinking that Krusty the Clown is like kind of gross? I think he's like a nasty. Maybe he's supposed to be nasty. Oh, why does that look like that down there? What's going on? Speaking of Krusty the Clown, what's going on with these lines? No. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that I'm not alone. I understand that he's crusty, but that doesn't mean he has to be, like, kind of gross. Oh, a little bit of white here would be so good. Appropriately done. Oh yeah. There we go. That looks good, that looks good. Oh, speaking of good, have you guys seen the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Sorry about the ad jump scare. And if so, what do you think of it? Or rather, what did you think of it? Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Any other weird little bits? I don't think so. You didn't know there's a new movie? Yeah, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's called Mutant Mayhem. I'm not great with titles, so excuse me if I called that wrong. It's animated, obviously, and it has a really interesting, quite beautiful animated style. I wouldn't call it like, I don't know, like Into the Spider-Verse or anything like that, but it's that level of like art that every scene is like its own beautiful piece. And all the characters are so interesting looking, and like it's really good. There's a lot of really interesting characterization of each of the turtles as well. So I think it's really worth watching if you haven't seen it already. I've seen it like 4 times, I think now. And I just find it so intriguing every single time that I see it. That yeah, I just highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I'm sorry I can't stay long. No sweat at all. I wanted to say something quickly. Kai, thank you for letting me watch and having the opportunity to watch the stream. Oh, you are so welcome. I mean, thank you for being here. Let's see. I would also like to go back to drawing because I haven't drawn in more than a year and I quit the practice. You are always welcome to draw anything that I'm drawing. I would be honestly honored to draw alongside you. And I know for a fact that if anybody here like wins the raffle and they also get like another piece of artwork from you or from someone else, they're gonna, thank you, they're gonna like lose their mind. So yeah, thank you. And thanks for the big water. I look forward to seeing your art again. And yeah, sleep well. Like genuinely, thank you for being here. Hmm. Art's so good. Like, I feel that art is, at least for many people, on a level of like therapeutic goodness. Do you know what I mean? Like, it almost feels like a good warm bath or something. Like, it's so good. Art is so freaking rad. We could do a pattern in the background of this character, and I actually really like that idea. They have like these tools here. So I'm thinking maybe we could make some tools. Let me get a different one. Let's do 4 lines of symmetry. And I want it to be really iconic looking. I'm gonna do it, specifically because you said not to. No! Dang it! How tragic. I'm gonna print some art and eat it because it's so good. It's so funny. Artist and streamer dies because they ate art. Before they died, they said, "Lamau, look at me go." That's Cap. Watch this. Alright, let's see. What are some other interesting tools? Tools. No, no, not that. Google, show me some tools. Yeah, some of these are pretty cool. We got hammers and wrenches and ooh. Okay, there's some interesting tools here. I don't mind the like the screwdriver and stuff. So let's do some of those. Let's create a pattern of tools. That way we can use the last bit of our time pretty effectively. I think effectively. And I'm going to make them a little bit angular just to kind of match the vibe of the shading. I feel like that's a good idea. Should they be the same length? I think they should. I could just make this shorter, actually. It's not a bad idea. That shorter, this a little longer. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we have a wrench, a screwdriver. We could have a... We could have a hammer. Hammer's not bad. What the heck does a hammer even look like? Like, actually. You have the base at which you hold it. Looking a little sus there. Let me just straighten that out. Pay no mind to the interesting shape that I have crafted for you today. No, don't. Okay, we have our hammer. Let's have it go up, I don't know, this far. Okay, and then we have a little boxiness of the hammer. It will curl up, over, and down. It doesn't have to be a perfect hammer, because no hammer's perfect, really. If you own a hammer, you know I'm right. It's a pretty sussy thing, you just... No, it's not sus at all. It's totally normal. Thank you. It's not even like worthy of mentioning it. Don't worry about it. You worry too much.
Bazinga.
Exactly. Bazinga. Exactly. Sheldon gets it. And even though this is not how hammers look, I feel like that gives the illusion of a hammer having that line cut through. We could do, let's see, what other tools are there? And we could do nuts and bolts, right? Screws. So let's adorn this. Thank you, thank you. I had a professor named John. He's a problematic little guy. So every time I hear that, I think of actual my John. And I'm just like, I shiver. John was an interesting person. A drill? I think a drill isn't super iconic looking. Like, yeah, people know what drills look like, right? But it doesn't have the same weight as like a screw or a hammer or a wrench. So we have screw, we have, let's do some nuts and bolts as well. I don't really know what a bolt looks like, but I'm gonna find out. They're probably circular on the inside, actually, now that I think about it. Thank you, thank you. There, that's pretty good.
Organism Abather with you.
There we go. Okay, so now let's make this into a pattern. So we have our nuts, we have our bolts. Let's try to have them in a way that they weigh similarly, visually, without them being too spread apart, I think. I think that looks pretty good. It's not too bad. I would maybe shrink the hammer down just a smidge so it's like the same height as everything else. There. Just kind of eyeballing it. That's not bad. Okay. That's not bad at all. Which I know you guys can't really see that. Alright, so how do we feel about the spacing? That's not the worst. Okay. We could also do this and then this. Ooh, that's pretty close. I actually like that quite a bit. It's so much easier to make a pattern in like Adobe software. But you know what? I'm making it happen. It's gonna work. Is it a super interesting pattern? Fuck no. It's gonna be really boring. Look how boring this is. But it's good enough.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell.
Me too. Me too, Gabe. Me too. Let's do another 10 pixels out maybe. And then now we get to convert this to an image material layer and tile it. Now we have a pattern. And it's infinite. That looks pretty good actually. I like it. We could angle it 45 degrees for a little bit more dynamism. Maybe the angle at which the character themselves is. You're Gabe? It's an honor. I wonder if Gabe just like plays a whole bunch of like Dota 2. Calls it a day. Okay, that looks alright. Let's... Thank you. Let's give this a little bit of color. I think some reds would be really nice in here. Maybe a little bit of blue. Ooh, maybe not that much blue. Okay. That's not bad. We could make it lighter. Ooh, lighter seems kind of nice, actually. Let's... hold on. Ooh.
Oh no.
Now we're talking. I dig it. Finally, 2K points. Very nice. I do this every weekend. So, like, you can literally just come by, say hi, enter in. If you don't win, no, don't sweat it. It will happen again. Thank you, Shapeshifter. I appreciate it. Thank you for the little bits. How you doing? I'm still kind of mixed on the background. Like, it's fine, but it's just fine. You know what I mean? It's not quite there yet. I think we need maybe some texture. Let me see if I can find some texture. I'm doing okay, thank you for asking. I have some paper texture. Because he's a creator. This character actually like makes things and does things with tools. He has to use paper in some capacity, right? Right? We could do overlay. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. We could do hard light. That's not bad. I don't really like it. We could do blueprints. Are they actually blue? Yeah, in some cases, absolutely. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see if we can find maybe a better color for the background. Let's... Green's not bad. We could make it blue, or blue like leaning, with emphasis on the character themselves. That's not bad. I kind of like that. And then the blueprints themselves can be a little, or sorry, this in the background can be a little bit bluish as well. Is Draw Along tomorrow? Yes! Draw Along will be tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be at the same time as when the stream started today. So like 1 p.m. PST. The exact times will be in Discord, which I know you're in Discord, but Discord. So yeah, it will be tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it, honestly. Let's do a little bit more color correction in the background. Not super feeling the background. It's like close, but it's not quite there for me yet. That's not bad. It's fine. Ooh, kind of a washed out look. Makes the character pop just a little bit more. I kind of like that. kind of like that a lot, actually. That looks a lot better. Oh man, you know what? I didn't even think. Who are we gonna raid today? Does anyone have any friends that are streaming? Kiz is streaming. Kiz? We can rate Goat Lady Ragus. Oh, Kizuna Dragon. Ah, okay. Ooh, I would like to raid Kizuna Dragon. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's also been a while since we've raided Goat Lady Ragus. Two very good choices. Oh, I'll see you later, Shapeshifter. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, that's nice. Joining at the end of the stream. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people, unfortunately. I wish there's something I could do to, I don't know, like help prevent that from happening, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do. Except like wish you luck in your next endeavors. Okay, I'm going to call this one done. Let me save it. And let's see. This one is for Loop Mix. There we go. Mecha, thanks for being here. I will talk to you later. So, as we're signing off, since it's the top of the hour, this is a piece I did for Loop Mix. Let me close that down so you guys can have a look at this more. I think some of the things that I was pretty successful in. I really liked the texture that comes in here. That was really quite nice. I liked the shocks of pinks and blues. I think they worked really well together. Yeah, I actually really like how the colors came in on this piece. Things that I think I could work on. I think the pattern background is nice, but I think it needs a little something more. I would do maybe something different, try to integrate it differently in the future. It's not quite there, but I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I think that it's pretty nice. It's not bad. Maybe next time I would also put a little bit more contrast between these two pieces here. I want these hands to stick out. So just self-critique there. It's not bad. I actually really like this piece. This piece, I think this is like actually pretty hard pop off. The oranges and the pinks and everything really just went fucking crazy on this one. I think that the amorphous shapes of this character really helped with that. So yeah, I'm really digging it. If this one feels hot. So yeah, I really like it. The contrast of the two pieces. Yeah, you have this menacing one versus like they're just like really friendly. But yeah, to those of you who got art today, I will send you the full pieces after stream. If you guys are artists and want to show off your work, I'm doing something called Draw Along. Discord. Draw Along is where I get to show off the pieces and artwork that you guys make, and you guys get to talk about it a little bit, and I get to gush over how absolutely gorgeous your work is and offer critique or feedback if applicable or if you want it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. PST. I've been handed Fanta. That's pretty sick, thank you. And yeah, let's go to our next stream. 'Cause Kizuna Dragon. Oh yeah, Andy's drawing perfect. I'm excited. So yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten to see Kizuna Dragon draw. They are also a Sonic artist, really super clean work, and they're just a really nice person in general. So once we get over there, make sure you guys, I don't know, are just super nice. Give them lots of love. And thank you for hanging out with me today and this weekend. Oh yeah, another pantry to steal. Heck yeah. And for those of you who are coming by tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you next week. Have a safe week, and bye bye.